This is an awesome feeling when you are so close. The emptiness just flies away.
Short portage from Brewster Lake there, and we're in a small channel here. We're going to head up to the next portage. It's only a couple of minutes away, so we'll get paddling here. As we come down through here, we'll notice that we have a portage right at the south end of the lake here, just going out of the recreation spot here on the east side. We have some choices here. You can either, if it's really dry in the summer, sometimes people take that road the whole distance there because the creeks are dry in between, and it's just too difficult to navigate gravel. But in the spring and in the fall on that, there can be enough water in the creeks here to make it an interesting trip. The first section here it's a portage that comes off this little piece of water here, and you basically will have an entrance a few 100 yards, and then you're back in the creek. And again, you'll travel down to where you're going to have some challenges in this section of the trip here, mostly because of boulders and there is some mucky sections in that. But we eventually get to a little bit larger piece of water here that allows us to get into the north end of Grey Lake here. And as we get into the north end of Grey Lake, we have a couple of options here for places to camp. We have a spot that's about halfway down the lake here. It's a small spot, and it's good for a few tents. And then, of course, the Grey Lake spot is a larger spot. It's usually fairly busy, very popular spot. Yeah, when the creeks are too low, you're going to have a lot of boulders and crap and muck, and it's fast water in places. It's deep, shallow. It's a lot of work. You got to pay attention. You got to be cautious. It's easy to injure yourself. So sometimes it's just easier to portage. Typical low water. You can see that there is no way you're going to get past this. And this is our pullout here. I'm going to pull the boat out, put the wheels on it, and we're going to head up this direction here. The entrance to the creek here, and again we're on the portage that is the south channel of Brewster Lake there, and we're going to be going down the creek. The creek is not real deep right now, so this section of the creek is doable, but up ahead here I think we're going to have some challenges. So that was what was left of a very short distance there of the good water, and here we are looking like we're gonna have some shallow water here. So you can see here that we're into a little bit of shallow stuff here, but it is doable, and most of your sharp boulders are to the right there, so far so good. You might scrape a little bit on the paint on your canoe or a little gel coat on my kayak here, but when you're bringing down here, you can see the difficulties, and you've been lifting. You can probably use the Try to use the river as much as you can. There is room under this log here on the right hand side of the channel there, so you can see the signs of elk tracks here going up into the bush. They've got their own little trail there, so these are fresh. This is what we had to deal with there, and we're just coming out of it here, and we're going to be going down into some deeper water. So you can see that rock there. I had to do a lot of lifting and carrying, and what it does is it ends up scraping a lot of the gel coat. But I had to do it, get through it. I think that if in the future, you know, when it starts drying up here, nobody really wants to go down that section unless you've got a boat you can really scrape up. You're better off just to take the portage. But up ahead, I think it's going to be good. So I've got one other shallow section, just the north end of Grey Lakes there. So we're up at the north end of Grey Lakes here, and this is the channel that we're heading out in. It's fairly deep. This is quite beautiful going through here. This is the north end of Grey Lake. Going into Grey Lakes here pretty soon. Looks like we got a beaver up ahead, and you know he's coming out of the water. This is very tranquil in here compared to the fast water we had behind us. So we're coming up to this shallow section at the north end of Grey Lakes there. Just gotta be careful because I've been through here before and scraped. And you can see over there, yeah, lots of rocks. So we're just getting into the lake here, just coming out of the channel, going into the lake, and seeing the mountains in the foreground there.